Jesse, it's nice being back here and seeing some familiar faces. They originally told me, Eric told me I had 3 minutes originally to talk, and I remind them I'm Irish, and my grandmother always said that the witches have the curse of the Irish gab. For those of you that know me, know that 3 minutes is going to be really hard, but I'll do my best to do that. I actually have texts that are longer than 3 minutes, but we'll get started. So my name is Tom Lynch. I'm running for County Commission. I am a lifelong Montana resident. Grew up right here in Great Falls. I attended Great Falls Public Schools. I did graduate from the CM Russell High School. Immediately after high school, I joined the military. I spent the next 9 years in the United States Army. I served during Desert Storm and Operation Desert Shield. It was while I was in the Army that I met my wonderful wife behind the camera there. She was also serving in the Army at the time. We have 2 children, adult children. Both of them are actually serving in the military right now. My oldest, Sean, is in the Army as well, and he is currently down in Fort Benning, Georgia, training to be Special Forces. I actually get to see him next week, so I'm looking forward to that. My daughter, she is in the Navy. She is currently stationed in Fort Meade, Maryland, outside of Baltimore, Washington, D.C. area. She is currently awaiting orders. We don't know where she's going. She's any day now she should be getting orders. So haven't seen her for a little bit, but hopefully we get to see her soon. After the military, I got into law enforcement. Spent the next 26 years in law enforcement. I retired last year from the Great Falls Police Department as a police sergeant. Held numerous positions while with the police department. Loved that job. Loved what I do. I've loved 35 years. I've worn a uniform, serving our country and our communities. And it's kind of in my blood, and that's why I'm doing this. So I mentioned a little earlier my Irish ancestry. So I'm going to share something with you that's a little relevant to this. But I wear an Irish wedding band, the Claddagh ring. For those of you not familiar with the Claddagh, there's 3 symbols on it. You got a crown that sits atop a heart that is then being held by 2 hands. So the crown represents loyalty. Now, loyalty can mean a lot of things. You're loyal to your friends, maybe your favorite sports team, loyalty to your party. More importantly, it's being loyal to yourself. It's having good, strong ethics and morals and being able to live by those every day. Next, you got the heart. Now, the heart represents love. And we're not just talking about the physical love that you have for your spouse and your family, but it's the love of your nation, but more importantly, it's the love of yourself. It's being able to look in the mirror every day and liking what you see and facing the world every day knowing you're doing the right thing. And then finally, you got the set of hands that's holding us all together. Now, the hands represents friendship. And I've had some lifelong friends. My wife and I just had dinner about a week ago with a childhood friend that I grew up. He was actually groomsman in our wedding. He came back to visit relatives here in Great Falls. I've known him for 40 some odd years. But I'm not just talking about your past friends or the friends you currently have. Definitely not talking about your Facebook friends. But I'm talking about your future friends, the ones you don't have yet. One thing about friendship is what binds us as human beings. You know, we strive for friendship. So the reason I've told you all this is because I look at this ring every day, and I look at those symbols, and that's how I guide my life. That's how I live every day, knowing that I go by these symbols. I think I kept it within 3 minutes. That hard? No? Okay. Over the next couple months, I really appreciate any support, and guidance, and help that you guys will have in this campaign. More importantly, I look forward to meeting new friends. With that, I'd like to close with one of my most favorite quotes of all time. It's by the famous angel Clarence from, you guys know the movie, It's a Wonderful Life. And what he wrote was, remember, no man is a failure who doesn't have friends. So thank you very much for my time.